assigned. This is shorthand assignment operator, right? So whatever,
Yes, ma'am.
after expanding, what you will be writing? A equal to. A is going to be a value which is on the right hand side. So when we expand, it is written as A equal to A plus A. So the current
Yes, ma'am.
value of, when we solve an expression, what we will do? The current value of A will be substituted here, right? So it will
Yes,
be
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
12 plus 12. The value
Yes,
of
ma'am.
I will be like.
I did that actually, but this I was just confused with the left hand
Okay.
side. That's
After solving this expression, new value of A will be 24. Okay.
24.
So in this
Yes, ma'am.
question, it is separate. I am asking what is the value of A. In this question, again, I am asking you have to solve with the this value only. Okay. This is another question.
Yes, ma'am.
Imagine it
2.
is another question.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Then tell me what is A minus equal to 2. Expand it. A equal to, how to
A is
expand?
equal to
Uh,
A minus A.
A minus?
A minus 2.
So what is
So
the
it is
current
equal
value?
to 12 minus 2.
12 minus 2 is 10. Okay.
10.
So in this question, the answer of A will be 10. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Next
ma'am.
one is
A
hmm.
into
First, if you want to solve in an easier way, you can just substitute A star equal to what is 2 plus 3? 2 plus 3 is 5, right?
5.
So write in this way. And now expand the shorthand. What is how to expand this shorthand assignment? A equal to
A star
A into 5.
A star 5, right? What is the
5. Yes,
value
ma'am.
of A? 12, right?
12.
12 star
40.
5. What is 12 star 5? 12 into 5 is 45.
No, ma'am. 60.
60.
16.
Okay, so that is 60. And now what is the next one? A by equal to A divide equal to A plus A. Understood? So what before expanding the shorthand assignment operator, you just substitute the value of A. What is A? 12 plus 12, right? So it will, you write it as 12 plus 12. 12 plus 12 is 24, right?
24.
So again, rewrite like this. Short with the shorthand and assignment itself is by equal to 24.
24.
Now expand the shorthand. That is A
A is equal to
A by 24.
24. 12 by 24.
So it will be 12 by 24. That is 1 by 2.
1 by
12 will go 2 times, right? So 12
2 times.
will
Yes, ma'am.
become 1 by 2 or 0.05.
1.2. 1 by
So when
2.
you do integer and all, it will be giving you 0. Okay. Now integer variable, right? It is declared as integer. So it will be returning 0. Understood? It is not float, no? So it will be returning 0. Answer will be 0 only. Understood? Because we have declared A as integer. Answer, when you solve as a C program, you will be getting as 0. Understood, Jeevan? If A was declared as float, it will be returning as 0.5, 0.5. Jeevan. So in this case, as A is declared as integer, it will be returning
Yes, ma'am.
0.
Understood, ma'am.
Now the next one. So what is the next one? A mod equal to n mod 2. What is n value? N value is 5, right? So first we will solve, because we have put bracket. Bracket will be solved first. That I will take at the end again. What is the order of precedence? If we are, how the order of precedence will change if you are putting bracket. So anyway, we have bracket on this side for this shorthand assignment. So what is n mod equal to 2? If you expand n mod equal to 2, it will be n equal to n mod 2, right? So what is the value of n? Value of n is 5, right?
5.
Here. So it is 5 mod 2. What is 5 mod 2? What is the remainder? You'll be getting remainder only, right? If you divide 5 by 2, what will be the remainder?
1 month.
You'll be getting
1.
it will be going 2 times and the remainder will
2
be
times.
2 times the remainder will be 1. When you find
1. Yes, ma'am.
so you'll be getting 1. Now we are going to substitute here. Instead of n mod 2, we are going to write 1, right? So it is a mod equal to 1. So when you expand this shorthand assignment, what will happen now? A equal to a mod 1.
Mod 1.
You are expanding that, right? So what is the value of A? A is 12, right?
12.
What is 12 mod 1? What is the remainder? What you are
12.
getting? 12 divided by 1. It is completely divisible, right? 12
Yes,
when it
ma'am.
is divided by 1, how many times it will go?
12.
12.
12 times.
So it will be giving you the remainder as 0. So here the remainder will be 0. So in this, the answer will be equal to 0. Understood? Now the last one. Last one is a different type of program. Anyway, I'll just solve it for you. Here, there is, you may be thinking it in a different way, but here what happens is, in this, you can start with the last assignment. So we will start from the back side. A star equal to A. So you just expand it as A equal to A star A. So what is the value of A? Value of A is, what is the value of A? 12, right? 12 star 12. 12 into 12 is 144. All are listening, right? A equal to 144. Now, in the next assignment, it is telling A equal to A minus A. What is A minus equal to? So this part we solved now. This part we solved now. And now we are going to, so this part we solved and we got it as 144. We are writing the substituted value A minus equal to 144. So expand this and write what is A equal to A minus 144, right? What is the value of A now? A value is 144, right? A value is 144. All are here or what? Why all silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
now you write it as 144 minus 144. Are you getting? We are expanding this part now. A minus A minus equal to. So we got now in this step, the value of A will be 0. It's a little twist, like a tricky question. So you have to understand. Now in this step, A value will be 0. Now we are going to substitute the value of A and then expand the shorthand assignment. So now the remaining part is A plus equal to whatever we got here, that is 0, right? So when we expand this, you will be getting A equal to A plus 0. I am expanding the shorthand assignment, right? So what is the value of A? A value of A is 0.
12.
No, in this step, no.
144. Yes.
144.
First step A was,
0.
but in the beginning A was 12. Then we got the value of A as 144. In the next assignment, we got the value of A as 0. Now we are going to substitute the current value of A. What is the current value of A? It is 0. I'll explain it.
0.
0 plus
Yes, ma'am.
0 equal to 0. So in the last step, we'll be getting the value of A as 0. And do it again. I think you didn't understand. So we will start from the beginning. All of you, you should be writing this in your notebook. So initially, we are going to solve this question only we are going to solve. We will start from the right hand side. Okay. In the right hand side, what is the value or what is the shorthand assignment given? A star equal to A star equal to A. In this, we will be substituting the value of A as 12. Are you getting? So we will be first expanding this shorthand assignment. That is, what is A star equal to A? A equal to A star A. Got it? So we will be writing A equal to A star A. What is the current value of A? A is 12. So what will be the new value of A after substituting? So 12 into 12 will be calculated and it will be assigned to A, right? Because we are having the assignment operator over here. 12 into 12 is 144. After this step, we will be calculating the new value of A as 144. Are you getting? So you will be getting 144. So this part we got it as 144. This only we solved now, right? This part only we solved now. So we instead of this we are writing 144. So now I am going to take up to here. So this is A minus equal to, instead of this I am writing it as 144. Don't copy like a picture. Understand and write. I'll ask one student now after this how it is being solved. Kiran is there? Kiran? Kiran, are you there? Sorry, Kiran is there. Ananya? Okay, so here in this step, when we are substituting the right hand side as 144, and now we are going to expand this shorthand assignment. So it is like what is A minus equal to 144? A equal to A minus 144, right? A minus 144. What is the current value of A? Don't look behind for the previous value of A. Now the current value of A is 144 because we already assigned the calculated value of A, right on the left, right hand side, whatever we got, we calculated and assigned the value of A as with this equal to symbol. No, we are assigning the new value of A as 144. So hereafter we have to substitute value of A as 144. So here it will be like 144 minus 144. Understood? So here when we substitute, no, we will be getting it as 0. So now the new value of A is assigned as 0. Understood? Now in the last step, so now it is A equal to 0. We are going to substitute in this part, that is the remaining part. And here, no, whatever after solving, we got it as 0. So we are writing it as A plus equal to 0. So expand this shorthand assignment, A equal to A plus 0. So it will be like the new value of A should be substituted here. New value of A is 0, right? It will be 0 plus 0, 0. Understood? Anyway, so I have explained. I hope you have understood. If you have any doubt, you can. Yeah, Gayatri had message. Johnson, okay. Hope it is clear. If you have any doubts, you can message. Mehboob, Anas, you are getting A equal to 6. Huh? If you follow this, you will be getting. Mehboob, is it clear? No, it is not in that order. A plus minus A star. We cannot substitute directly like that. Okay, Mehboob. Okay, so we'll move to the next operator. So hope it is clear now what all steps I had explained. Okay, now we will move on to the next operator, that is increment and decrement operator. So if you have any assignment operation in between, you have to do. That's why we are getting the value of the new value of A. So there is another question which if I explain now, you'll get confused. But in that first step, we are not assigning. Because of this shorthand assignment, we are getting the value like this. If you want, I can solve it and show it in the C program. Okay, I'll show it. There is one online. So, you can use any of those editors also here. Okay, so if I run here, A plus equal to A minus, are you able to see minus A, then the same question I have typed it here. I hope you are able to see value of A is given as 12. If you run it, You will be getting the answer down. Where it is running. Why it is showing this now? It's having some error, I think, connecting to server. It is showing. 1 second. Okay, I'll show it later. Or we can do it in Turbo C also. Turbo C compiler is having some order precedence order problem that I will. That's why I took it in this one, not to show this example, to show the next operator, increment and decrement operator. That is a known problem in internet. If you search, you can see. For showing that only, I had taken that online compiler. You can use online compiler also. Turbo C is having a problem with the order of precedence for the increment and decrement operator. That's why I have taken. Anyway, so I will show it later. It's because of my internet issue before, no? So this Turbo C is having some problem, that compiler, no? Sometimes it will have some problems, you might have seen when we are executing, but we are supposed to use Turbo C. That's where we are taking that. There are other compilers also you can use, but mostly for the exams and all, no, we have installed Turbo C in our lab. That's why we are using. Even Visual Studio you can do, but it is like almost all like in all colleges we are using Turbo C. Unless some order comes from the university, we cannot change. That's why. Okay, so we have studied until now arithmetic operators, and then relational, then logical, and then we studied assignment operator. Then we are moving on to the next operator, increment and decrement operator. So C provides two operators for incrementing and decrementing variables. Increment operator, what it will do, we have used many times in our programs, right? Without knowing that operator only, we are studying about it now only, but we have used it many times in our looping examples, right? So in increment operator adds 1 to the operand. So it will increment the value of the operand by 1. When we are using decrement operator, it will decrease the value of the operand by 1. So it will subtract by 1, decrement operator. All should be sending notes today. So there is a peculiar character for the increment and decrement operator. It depends where the sign or the operator is written. So it is known as so we can use both the increment and decrement operator in two ways, either as a prefix operator or you can use it as a postfix operator. So prefix means we are fixing the operator before the operand. Is it clear? Prefix. Got it? Postfix means we are using we are giving the increment operator or decrement operator after the operand or the variable name. Here n is a variable or the operand and plus plus is an increment operator. As we are giving the operator symbol after the variable or the operand, it is known as postfix. Postfix. Prefix, we are telling about the operator which is placed before the operand. So if you are giving the operator before the operand, it is known as prefix. In both the cases, we can have like in both the increment and decrement operator, we can have prefix and postfix operator. So when we are using, so we will see what is the difference between the postfix and the prefix. In both the cases, what will happen is we will increment the value of the operand by 1. Here the operand is n, so we will increment the value of the variable n by 1. So when we are using it as prefix operator, increment will be happening first before the value is being used. So we will be using the value of the variable with the incrementation. Understood? You should understand this concept because we are having many problems, and for the university exam also in section A there will be one question for solving the equation or expressions which is having all operators. So when we are having increment as a prefix operator, increment will be done first and the incremented value will be used in the expression, while when we are using or when we are having a postfix increment, n plus plus means the operator like it is the operator is plus plus, no, it is given after the operand. In this we will be using the value of n without increment in the expression, and later we will increment the value of n. So when I am telling like this, you will not understand. I will explain with an example. So in this, value of n is 5. No. Who is shouting at me? Here value of n is 5. Here the value of n is 5. I'm going to assign the value of n to a variable called x equal to n plus plus, using postfix increment. So I am incrementing n with a postfix operator. Postfix, it is not prefix, it is post after. So it is like a first you will assign the current value of n to x and then we will increment the value of n. Is it clear? So this step, even if you see it as a single assignment, it happens in 2 steps. Listen here, it is happening in 2 steps. First, the current value of n. What is the current value of n? Current value of n is 5. So x will be assigned the value 5. Then n value will be incremented. So the new value of n will be 6. So if you try to print the value of x and n after this line, it will be printing the value of x as 5 and the value of n will be 6. Because first we assign and then we incremented. All are listening, right? I'll be asking with the examples. So here what is happening is we will be first assigning, then incrementing. So it is happening in 2 steps, x equal to n and n plus plus. That means first the current value of n is assigned to x and then we are incrementing n. So that's why we are getting x equal to 5 and n equal to 6. Now in the next example, which is an example for the prefix, again we are taking n as 5. If we are assigning x equal to plus plus n, that means we are using a prefix operator. If you are first incrementing, if you give plus plus n, that means we are what is the meaning? We are first incrementing because we are giving plus plus in the beginning. We are first incrementing. First we are incrementing and then assigning. So what is the current value of n? N is 5. So if you give the prefix operator or prefix increment operator, n will be first incremented. That means it will be 6. And then it will be assigned to the variable called x. Got it? So now after execution, when we are using a prefix increment operator, x value will be 6, n value will be 6. Understood? So now get ready. Instead of increment, if I am using a decrement, what will be the value of x and n? For the, if I am using a postfix decrement operator, tell me the answer. Sushankar,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me what will be the answer. If I am giving instead of n plus plus, if I give n minus minus, what will be the value of x and n?
Ma'am, you're doing postfix or prefix, ma'am?
Here you can see, in the first example, this is post.
Okay.
So what will be the value of? Tell me the what will be the value? All can answer in the chat box. Here, what will be the value of x and n? If I are using
What is
postfix, current value of n is 5. So what will happen? If you are using postfix,
it will decrement after assigning the value, ma'am.
so tell me what will be the value? X will be?
It will be 4, ma'am.
X will
X
be
is 5 and X is 5 and N equals to 4.
Good. So in this, the value of X will be, first it will assign and then it will decrement, right? So it will be 4. Now, Deepak, you are there? Deepakas. Maunika? Maunika? Maunika, are you there? Oh, message now. So if I'm using, Maunika, are you there? So all these are absentees. Huh? Maunika, you are there, right? Tell me what will be the answer. If I'm using a prefix decrement operator, what will be the value of X and, others can answer in the chat box, X and N. Yes, ma'am, I saw. Maunika, yeah, answer what will be the... Unmute and speak, no problem. So when we are using, here I'm using it as a prefix operator. Nirma, Nirma, can you tell me what is the answer for X and N? When we are using it as a, can you see the PPT? When I am using a prefix operator or prefix decrement, N value is 5. You can see, right, Nirma?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what will be X and N. What will happen now? X equal to minus N. This question I'm asking. So what will happen now? What is the value of N? N value is 5. So what will happen first? X equal to minus N. What will be the value of X and what will be the value? First, what will happen? Assignment or decrement? What will happen first? No problem. You tell. I'm just helping you out.
Decrement.
Yeah. First, it will be decrement. So N value will be decremented by 1. So N value when decremented by 1, it will be N is 5, no? So it will be correct only, you tell. N value will be decremented by 1. So it will become 4. So X value will be, after decrementing, it will be assigned to X. So what will be the value of X? 4. Then what is the value of N? 4. With confidence you tell this will be 4. Many of them had answered wrong only. Praveen, why you told 4 and 5? Here it is like after decrement, it will not change again. No, N value will be 4 itself. Praveen, Maunika, why N equal to 5? Can you explain why N equal to 5? After decrement, it will assign the value of N to X. And then it will not, it will carry the same number, right? N equal to 4 itself. Decrement will happen first. That is the only difference. Here it is like first assignment because N equal to 5. It will assign the current value of N to X. Then it will decrement the value of N because it is coming as a postfix. So first it will assign and then it will decrement. So N value will be decremented. So that's why we are getting N equal to 4. But the initially as we assign the current value of N, X value will be 5. But here what happened? Listen, Maunika, Praveen, those who made mistake, I'm telling here. So here what happens is first we will be assigning or first we will be decrementing because minus is coming first, which it will decrement the value of N. The current value of N is 5 means it will decrement it to 4. Got it? First we will decrement, then we will assign to X. So here X will be 4 and then how N will be 5? Already N is decremented, right? So N value also will be 4. If anyone is having doubt, you can unmute and ask. Okay, this concept, it should be clear. Understood? Just imagine that it is happening in 2 steps. Okay, here so this example I had given was for increment and decrement. I'll keep it like that only. So if you are so this example, no, you have to write for both increment and decrement operator. If it is increment, what will happen? And if it is decrement, what will happen? So if it is increment, what will happen is we will be here the current value of n. What is the current value of n? Current value of n is 5. So we will assign it as 5 and then we will increment, right? N plus plus. We will increment it as, so it will become 6, right? First it will be assigning. If it is increment, now you see what I am doing. It will be incrementing. The other example which I had asked was, so I don't make mistake. This is now increment. The other one I had asked was decrement. That time I had put minus minus. Understood? Now it is plus plus. When I am giving post increment, first it will be assigning the current value of n to x. So we are giving x equal to 5. Then we are incrementing the value of n. Value of n is incremented from 5 to 6. Now in this example, n equal to 5, x plus plus n means we will first increment the value of n. So n value was 5. We are incrementing the value of n. So it will become 6. After incrementing, we are assigning the value to x. So what will happen? So 6 will be assigned, x will be assigned 6 and the new value of n is 6. Is it clear? So this is for the increment. Now when I check notes, it should not be wrong. I had explained both increment and decrement operator. Understood? This is for the post and the pre increment. The other one I had explained. I will do it again. Otherwise, you know, I'll make a duplicate slide. So when you send me the notes, it should be like this. You should have an example for both post increment and post decrement and pre-increment and post. So here it should be when I'm having decrement, what will be the value of x and I will ask again, no, one student. Here it is like both the examples I should see in your notebook. What will be the value of x and n? I will ask now. So tell me, whom should I ask? Sai Kiran? Sai Kiran, are you there? I saw you are
Yes,
there.
ma'am.
Tell me what will be the answer here. When n equal to 5, n equal to 5, x equal to n minus minus. So what will be the value of x and what will be the value of n?
4, ma'am.
So here x value will be,
4.
first it is assignment, no. N value, current value of n will be assigned. Current value is 5. You see, first we
5.
are having the variable means you have to assign the current value. That is x becomes 5. Then we are incrementing. Increment is coming after the variable name. So what we will do? We will first assign the current value of n to x. So x becomes 5. And then we are incrementing the value of n. When we increment the value of n, it becomes 6. Understood? So now again, Saikiran, can you answer what